Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the history of naval warfare, setting sail from World War I all the way up to the jet age. Buckle up, because we're about to explore how ships went from ruling the waves to needing a whole new defense strategy thanks to, well, let's just say, things got a little more airborne. World War I, dawn of naval domination. World War I marked a turning point in naval warfare, highlighting its profound impact on land and sea battles. Maritime blockades emerged as a crucial weapon, strangling economies reliant on foreign trade. Germany, facing the superior British Royal Navy, found itself choked off by the relentless blockade, effectively crippling its naval operations. While the Battle of Jutland remained the only large-scale sea engagement, naval warfare, similar to armoured and aerial clashes later on, would become a cornerstone of World War II. The rise of air power significantly altered naval warfare. Once mighty battleships like the British dreadnoughts became vulnerable to aerial attacks due to their limited manoeuvrability. This vulnerability spurred the development of aircraft carriers, designed to protect smaller fleets from air assaults. The horrifying suicide attacks by Japanese Zero pilots during World War I, known as kamikaze attacks, prompted the US Navy to significantly upgrade its ships' anti-aircraft defenses. Standard weaponry included 20mm, 40mm, and 76mm guns, effective against subsonic aircraft. However, by the mid-1950s, the rise of jet aircraft reaching speeds close to Mach 1 rendered these weapons obsolete. Navies were forced to innovate, leading to the development of new defense systems like surface-to-air missiles, SAMs, to counter this new generation of aerial threats. The USS Biddle, a Belknap-class cruiser in Vietnam. The Belknap-class cruisers, born from the growing importance of aircraft, were a new generation of American warships. These single-ended guided missile cruisers, commissioned in the early 1960s, initially held the title of frigate to evoke the power of historic sailing vessels. However, by 1975, they were reclassified as guided missile cruisers. The USS Biddle, displacing 8,000 tons and stretching 547 feet long, was one such Belknap cruiser. Launched in 1965 at Bath Iron Works in Maine, it was the last of its kind and the fourth ship named after Captain Nicholas Biddle, a fearless hero of the American Revolutionary War. Captain Biddle's legacy. Nicholas Biddle, a seasoned veteran at 25, had even participated in Horatio Nelson's Arctic expedition. When the war broke out, he seized British vessels and captained the frigate Randolph. He bravely took on the much larger HMS Yarmouth, but tragically went down with his ship when the Randolph's magazines exploded. The USS Biddle in action, carrying on Captain Biddle's fighting spirit, the USS Biddle, nicknamed Hard Charger, entered service in 1967. On its first birthday, it set sail for the Vietnam War. After a brief stop in Da Nang, it embarked on a mission as a radar advisory zone station PIRAS, serving as both a search and rescue vessel and an anti-air warfare picket. This first tour of duty ended in July 1968. Belknap-class armaments. These cruisers boasted a 5-inch 54 caliber main gun and twin-rail launchers for Terrier missiles, some of the first surface-to-air missiles used by the US Navy. They also included secondary armament of 76mm guns for defense against subsonic aircraft. Notably, by the 1980s, these weapons would be upgraded to more advanced missile systems. The Belknap-class legacy. The Belknap-class cruisers, like the USS Biddle, played a crucial role in the Vietnam War and beyond. Their design and weaponry marked a turning point in naval warfare, paving the way for future generations of American warships. USS Biddle, a true hard charger in action, a night of fury in the Gulf of Tonkin. 4 years into the Vietnam War, on July 9, 1972, the USS Biddle patrolled the Gulf of Tonkin. Its mission: guide airstrikes and defend against escalating Soviet MiG activity. Having just relieved other ships recently attacked by North Vietnamese aircraft, the crew was on high alert. Night fell, and tension rose as officers monitored an American air patrol escorting damaged A-6 intruders. Suddenly, 5 MiGs emerged from the darkness, a stark contrast to their usual tactics of breaking formation before engaging. This time, they were determined. "Bandits! Bandits!" The alarm blared. Crewmen yelled, "Bandits! Bandits!" as they scrambled to battle stations. While Terrier missiles were readied, the Biddle executed evasive maneuvers at top speed. As the MiGs closed in, the missiles roared skyward. 1 aircraft fell, while 2 broke off and fled. The remaining 2 fighters, desperate, veered towards the Biddle, aiming to drop their payloads. In a dramatic turn of events, one crashed into the water, believed to be taken down by the ship's anti-aircraft guns. This potential kill would mark the last successful manual gun engagement in US naval history. The sole remaining MiG, intimidated, vanished into the night. The Biddle had triumphed. A Cold War prank. After Vietnam, the Biddle patrolled the Mediterranean and Black Sea, a constant thorn in the side of the Soviets. During one patrol, it encountered a Soviet refueling operation. In a daring move, the Biddle cut into the line, catching the refueling crew completely off guard. When a Russian worker radioed for their fuel needs, the American sailor, in a playful response, requested just a token amount in broken Russian. The ruse continued as the sailor identified the ship as the United States Navy battlecruiser Biddle. Silence followed, then chaos. Soviet ships lit up, scattered in all directions, and crews scrambled to battle stations. Fearing an attack, they had fallen for the clever prank. After the bewildered Soviets vanished, the Biddle exchanged supplies with the tanker and continued its mission. A legacy of service. The USS Biddle, true to its namesake's spirit, served with distinction for over 26 years. It defied aggression in the Gulf of Sidra and participated in Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm. Decommissioned in 1993, the Biddle's legacy lives on as a testament to American courage and ingenuity. All right, history buffs, that's all we have for today. We learned about the USS Biddle, a ship that wasn't afraid to pull a prank on the Soviets, even in the tense times of the Cold War. But its legacy goes far beyond a good joke. The Biddle served for over a quarter century, defending freedom and participating in historic conflicts. If you enjoyed this exploration of naval history, hit that like button and let me know what other ships you'd like to see featured in the comments below. Until next time, fair winds and following seas.